Hi everyone, and welcome back to CODEMAS. Today, let's briefly talk about graphs and their implementation in C Sharp. Nowadays, we have multiple social networks, like for example Facebook. If there are 5 profiles, we can use a graph to display their friendships. For example, so we can represent these relationships by using a graph. It has nodes, it has 5 nodes, and edges should represent if there is a relationship between 2 nodes. So 2p0 has relationship with all p1, 2, 3, and 4. P1 has relationship back to p0 and has relationship to p3. P2 has to p3 and p4. P3 doesn't follow anyone, it's some celebrity. P4 follows p0 and p2. So you can notice that some people follow each other both ways, like for example P0 and P1, but others follow someone but are not followed back. If the connection goes both ways, it can be represented shorter, and we know that it's related to both ways and it's undirected. But if it goes to only one direction, we need to keep an arrow, and it's called directed graph. You might be wondering how to represent such data structure in code. We can think of the graph as having nodes and edges. One way to represent it can be to use the table, multidimensional array. So in rows and columns, we have our edges. And inside the table, we need to mark whether there is a relationship between 2 nodes. For example, there is a relationship between P0 and P1, P0 and P2, 3, and 4. So if we have some row and some column, we check if there is a relationship between that row and that column. Also, for P1, there is a relationship to P0 and P3. P1 to P0 and P3. All others we are marking as a false. And for remaining nodes, logic is similar. So this whole data structure we can represent just by using the following metrics. So if there is an edge between 2 nodes, we say 1 or true. If there isn't, like here, we say false or 0. So here we have nodes. So if we have row 0 and for example column 4, it's 1 if there exists an edge between 0 and 4 nodes. There are also some other ways to represent the graph, but I found this as the most intuitive and easiest one for the beginning. That's it for today's lesson on graphs. I hope this video helped clarify how to manipulate with them in C Sharp. Keep practicing and see you tomorrow with another topic.